Hello, Veteran 0-2 here, welcome back, and this is another episode of Final Fantasy X-2 Remaster. In the last episode, we went over the creature tutorials, and now we're going to talk to Shinra again. Apparently Shinra is supposed to be a reference to Final Fantasy VII because, people, I don't know, somebody named him because after the organization in another world was supposed to be, I don't know, I guess this other world is supposed to be the world of Final Fantasy VII. I guess. I don't know. Different dimension or some kind of crap.
I know everything.
And this kid knows everything. He knows everything. The Battle Beginner's House? What's that about? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go through all these fucking tutorials. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people like me that never really delved into this game too much. Glossary? I know what ATB is. I know what... whatever, I'll talk about it. We'll go over it anyways. In the active time battle system, time flows normally during encounters. Enemies will attack regardless of whether you input commands. Stay on guard. Battles can also be configured so the enemies hold their attacks while you select commands. Choose config from the main menu and select ATB mode to wait. Yeah, alright. I know about this stuff. But, yeah, just in case you want more time to input commands, you can put it on wait. And I usually do that when I play Final Fantasy games. I like the active time battle, but I don't like fumbling through like an item menu, for instance, to try and find a menu, one item in a slew of like a million items, you know, to use. So I'd rather not have to worry about trying to hurry to do that. I'd rather just, you know, take my time. So I personally put it on wait. And yeah, you can cycle through party members using the triangle button, like pretty much every Final Fantasy game before this, except for 10 and the ones before ATB. Alright, sphere change. Or actually, in the original Final Fantasy IV, you can't actually use triangle to switch characters in that game. You actually gotta defend. Eh? But yeah, that's probably the only case. They implemented the switch character thing in later versions of FF4. Sphere changes allow Yoona and her friends to change outfits during battle. However, a sphere change isn't just for looks. It also changes the user's attributes, max HP, and MP, and abilities. Sphere changes require two types of items, dress spheres and garment grids. Newly acquired dress spheres can't be used until they are placed on a garment grid. More information on how this works during battle, see changing dress spheres under the battle system. So basically, we're changing jobs on the fly, except, well, it's probably better than the system in Final Fantasy 13. Fuck that game. That game is terrible. You know, and like I said, I was talking with my buddy Pete, you know, a while ago when he was doing a stream or whatever, and the only way I would do Final Fantasy 13 again, and I should just do that entire trilogy. I should just hate on it from start to finish, starting from the first game all the way up to that horrible one they just released, Final Fantasy, or what is it called, Lightning Returns, or some bullshit. Yeah, it sucks. I don't even have to play it to know it sucks. Yuna's team uses the power of dress spheres to access a variety of abilities. Just equip a garment grid with dress spheres placed on it, and you're ready for a sphere change. Dress spheres are shared among the Gullwings, so Yoona, Riku, and Pain can use all the same dress sphere at once. Let's learn how to configure garment grids with dress spheres and equip Yuna's team with those grids. You see using garment grids. Okay. Yeah, we better talk about this because I don't really know anything. I still don't understand this. Sphere changes require special items called garment grids. Just place dress spheres on the grid's nodes and you're ready to go. So so these garment grids have nodes kind of like the sphere grid in the original game, huh? Some garment grids have gates. With each special properties, passing through these gates during sphere changes grants the new user abilities and enhanced power. Garment grids are shared among the Gullwings, so yeah, okay. Learn how to configure garment grids with dress spheres and equip Yuna's team. Okay, yeah. I just did that. Whatever. The battle system. Yeah, that's kind of important. Battle screen and layout. Yeah, sure. Wait. ATB gauge charging indicates the time remaining before commands can be issued. Status window. Place parties blah blah blah. ATB gauge waiting indicates the time remaining before an issued command is Oh, so when it's purple, that means it's charging up to use an ability. It means you've already selected an ability and it's just charging to use that ability. Okay, that's kind of important actually. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't really too sure about that one. Wait time and charge time. The ATB gauge displays two types of information and changes color accordingly. When a character's gauge is purple, it indicates the wait. When a character's gauge is purple, it indicates the wait remaining before she can execute the last command received. She will act once the gauge fills. Yeah, alright, I just fucking figured that out. Alright. This means that while no wait commands are executed quickly after selection, a charge time is necessary before the next command can be chosen. Well, yeah. Of course. Wait time and charge time can vary depending on the character's agility on the command chosen. Okay, so yeah, agility in the command, yeah, okay, that factors in. Changing dress spheres. Okay, you gotta hit L1 for that. Okay, so you can go through these gates, and these gates give you, like, stat boost stuff. Okay. Riku is currently a songstress, so she can change into a warrior, gunner, or thief. Suppose Riku's sphere changes into a thief this turn. On her next turn, she can change back into a gun... Oh, she can change into a gun mage, a gunner, or back into a songstress. Yeah, okay. I gotcha. By passing through gates like red during a sphere change, a garment grid's user can gain special powers. If Riku changes from a songstress to a warrior by passing through water symbol, her strength will increase by 5 for the duration of the battle. Oh, for the duration of the battle, really? So, is that cumulative? Can you, like, just sphere change a bunch of times to get stat boost stuff and then take out your enemies that way? That's interesting. It doesn't really say. Chain attacks, okay. Sometimes the word chain appears above an enemy during battle. This means you've successfully executed a chain attack. Chain attacks occur when one successful attack is immediately followed by another. As long as the attacks are consecutive and both hit, they will be chained together. Damage increases as more and more attacks are chained together. Time your attacks well to keep the chain from breaking. So you could probably do this with like say attack with or charge up an attack with Riku, and then time your attack with Pain to do like more damage in a chain or something like that. So that's kind of that's actually a dynamic way of doing things. Because you know, if you notice, like Riku with her thief attack, she would do like a double attack. But if I time it right with Pain, you know, with her warrior job, then I could get like a third attack in, and that would be like a chain 3 or something like that. So I think that's how it works, or I think that's what they were trying to say there. Elements are innate forces found within certain enemies and spells. Associated spells, fire, fear, etc. Okay, yeah, well, that's great. Many enemies have inherent elemental strengths and weaknesses. Use abilities like the Gun Mage's scan to find out what they are. Gun Mages? Gun Mage? I have a gunner, I don't have a gun mage. I guess that's another job. There are 4 levels of affinity to each element. Weak. Double elemental damage, half elemental damage, immune, okay. Yeah, just like the original game. Many spells and techniques have elemental properties. Some equipment adds elemental properties to physical attacks as well. Ah, okay. status ailments. That's important. Besides reducing HP, enemy attacks may inflict status ailments that affect the character's performance in battle. Poison, yeah, okay, we'll recover when physically attacked. This is all stuff that is pretty self-explanatory if you've played Final Fantasy games before. Pointless? What the hell is pointless? Victim cannot receive experience or AP. Recover by using holy water. Pointless? Really? Okay, that's a new status ailment. Curse. Victim cannot sphere change. Recover by using holy water. Itchy? All commands except sphere change are disabled. Recover by using holy water. Okay, so holy water sounds like it's very fucking important. Itchy? Those are new ones. All status ailments can be removed with the item remedy or the white magic spell Asuna. Status ailments and changes to the party's attributes are indicated by the icon shown here. Pointless is experience 0. Itchy is some kind of dress looking symbol with like a gold dot thing next to it. I don't know what that's supposed to symbolize. Okay, and everything else, I guess I'll just have to study the symbols, or I'll just probably figure it out as we go. All right. Abilities. Learning abilities. Defeating enemies and using commands earn ability points, AP. Characters learn new abilities in battle after collecting enough AP. Different abilities are learned depending on the dress sphere currently equipped. You can choose the next ability to be learned by selecting abilities from the main menu. Okay. So you can choose which abilities you want to learn next. I like it. Kind of like, God, what game am I thinking of? Well, there's probably a bunch of games like that where you can choose which one you want to learn next. Oh, well, actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, Final Fantasy VIII, the fucking GFs. That's exactly like the GFs in Final Fantasy VIII. As Yoona and her team grow, the number of abilities they can choose to learn increases. If you don't select an ability to learn, AP will be distributed to one automatically. It won't be wasted. Okay, well that's good, but it sounds like you might want to prioritize certain abilities over others. To find out more about choosing and learning abilities, refer to the Learning New Abilities tutorial. What, there's a tutorial for that too? Trigger happy? Selecting the gunner's trigger happy ability changes the ATB gauge to a special trigger gauge. Press R1 repeatedly before the time runs out to unleash a rapid fire attack. You can still input commands during the happy trigger. Oh, so you can do that and you can do other stuff. So you can help chain attacks that way. Ah, so I can sit there and tap R1, attack with Yoona, and then if I have another character with their turn, I can attack with like Pain, for instance, and she can chain. Oh, I see. So I could gun with Yoona, attack with Pain, and since her attack might be a chain attack, I could deal more damage that way. Interesting. See, I'm still really don't know anything about this game, so I'm learning all this stuff. The Gun Mage is able to learn certain enemy abilities when they... Oh, so this is the Blue Mage. Oh. She can access these abilities with Blue Bullet. Okay, so the Gun Mage is the Blue Mage of the game. Nice. Nice. Oversoul. What's this? Occasionally, a fiend will abruptly enter a higher state of being known as Oversoul. Oversouled fiends can be challenging adversaries. Ooh, really? Certain fiends will oversoul if you defeat several types or several fiends of the same type. Oversouled fiends can be a handful in battle, but the spoils of victory are well worth the effort. Okay, well that sounds worth it then. Special dress spheres? Find special dress spheres and Yoona, Riku, and Pain will be able to sphere change into new, more powerful forms. Once you've sphere changed into all the dress spheres currently placed on the equipped garment grid, you can access special dress spheres. Press L1 to open garment grid and press R1 to access the current Character special dress sphere. The characters will have to fight alone. However, all special dress spheres have 2 support units, so it's like fighting with a full party of 3 people. Oh, alright. Special dress spheres. Interesting. No, characters lose abilities and status boosts gained from equipment and garment gates once they change into a special dress sphere. Okay, that's good to know. You automatically change out of a special dress sphere if KO'd or after a battle concludes. To change out during battle, press L1 to call up garment grid and change back in dress sphere. Okay. And we're done. I guess that's everything. Wait a minute, man. I'm not done talking to you yet. Yes, I know. Alright, treasure spheres? What's that about? Journey start? Set Yoona on her path as a sphere hunter. The date and details of this recording are unknown. Okay, let's go ahead and play it.
Sorry, I haven't done anything wrong! I know you're listening. If she was your girl, what would you do? How can you blame me for trying to use your weapon? It was the only way I could save the summoner. What would you do if you were me? Let me out! I want to see her!
That's not Titus. Does kind of sound and look like him, though. Anyways.
I know everything.
Yes, we know. Bestiary? Let's check out the bestiary then. And, wow, there's nothing. Okay then.
I know everything.
Dossiers? I don't even know what a dossier is. Oh! Who would you like to learn more about? Oh, so it's like a Datalog then? Wait a minute, there's a mystery one over here.
Is it you? Or does he just look like you?
The young man shown in the sphere Kamari found on Mount Gagazet. The resemblance is truly striking, but can it really be him? No, I don't think it is, actually. It just definitely looks like him and sounds like him, but it's not him.
My body just started dancing by itself. I didn't know what was going on. I was frightened.
Yeah, the High Summoner who defeated Sin 2 years ago and brought the eternal calm, the discovery of a certain sphere led her to flee her island home and begin a personal journey on finding her boyfriend. Oh boy.
Y-R-P. In position.
Oh yes.
It's
now,
showtime, girls.
An Alphabet girl who was once Yoona's guardian, and she's also Yoona's cousin. Well, it doesn't even say that here. But yeah. And who the hell is this?
This is Pain. I look up to her as a sphere hunter, and also as a friend.
One of the Gullwings. She isn't the talkative type. As the story goes, she joined the Gullwings for a chance to fly on the airship. And what, that's it? She just wants to fly in an airship? Whatever.
Who is the leader? I am. I give the orders around here.
Yeah, this guy's crazy. Riku's older brother and leader of the Gullwings. This guy's the leader? Why is this guy the leader? But when overly stimulated, he slips back into Albed. Overly stimulated? Wow.
Still analyzing.
Oh, brother's childhood friend, and for all intents and purposes, the Gullwings number 2. Number 2. Number 2. As down to earth as he may be, from time to time he says things really out of this world. Okay. Shinra.
I'm just a kid.
Yeah, he's just a kid. Barkeep.
Our barkeep's a Hypella.
A Hypello who has worked aboard the Celsius since brother took him in. His most likely unremarkable past remains shrouded in... Okay. Well, yeah, it's definitely a mystery. Since we don't know the guy's name, and we haven't even talked to him yet, but we will. We will. Alright, well, let's start talking to people.
This is Pain. I look up to her as a sphere hunter, and also as a friend. I still don't know her very well. She's not exactly the talkative type. I heard she joined the Gullwings shortly before I did. Riku doesn't know much about her either.
What now?
Nothing.
Right. Okay. Oh, buddy, huh? Hey, Riku.
Having fun?
You bet. It all began when I saw this sphere of you. At least, it looked like you. I couldn't say for sure. I thought I might find more spheres like it if I joined the Gullwings, so I did. Oh, in case you're wondering, the Gullwings are sphere hunters, and sphere hunters are, well... this. We fly all over Spira. I'm really enjoying myself.
Glad to hear it. For a while there, I was starting to feel like a kidnapper.
Don't be silly.
Alright, can we talk
Yoona,
to brother?
has my talking gotten better?
He really has improved quite a bit. He told me that he practiced, just so that he could talk with me more.
Brother and the Albed race speak their own unique language. Yoona has managed to pick up a little Albed during her travels with Gullwings, but she still has a ways to go. Go digging for Albed primers in the Bikanel Desert. Expose yourself to the land. What? Why? I mean, we had all the fucking Albed primers from the first game, right? Why the fuck do we gotta do this again? Ugh. Fine. That's, what is that, 19 or something? I don't even know what number that is. Okay, 3, thanks.
Let's go! Party! Party!
And we get the Festivalist dress sphere. Right. And we still can't understand it, but what the hell is this thing I just got here? Garment grids for steps. Oh wait, no. Wait, that was a dress sphere. What is this? Every day is a festival with this dress sphere. Everyone can use fireworks, but they all have their own ways of celebrating. Passion is the festivalists, whatever. I don't know how you fucking say that. Can we look at the abilities for this, or what? Abilities, there we go. Yoona. And, Twinkler. Cure user of status ailments and restore HP. Spinner, inflict damage and confusion on one enemy. Interesting. It's funny, I don't remember getting this when I first played the game. like many years ago. I don't remember getting this one. Seems pretty good though. Confusion on an enemy. I like that. Sandals that inflict ice damage? What the fuck? Guards against pointless. Silence protection. Okay. Cool. Who's this guy?
Still analyzing.
Buddy and brother are old friends. Buddy says he was aboard Sid's airship with us 2 years ago. When I told him I didn't remember, he seemed disappointed.
Oh, cool. Huh. So let's explore the rest of the ship. In fact, hold on a minute. Actually, on second thought, I'm just going to end the episode. That's all for this episode of Final Fantasy X-2 Remaster. In the next episode, we're going to explore the rest of the Celsius and find out what happens next. This is Veteran 0121. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.